number 3 in the world, worldwide. Every billions of dollars are sold every year in Mexico of various kinds of products. Now, in free life, we see a time when free life is exploding in Mexico. We have tripled our sales. And it is a wonderful time for you to come with us, and be with us, to build your business with us. Just a second. Of that, I want you to write 3 words. Emotional bank account. Emotional bank account. Now, in Mexico City, do you open up bank accounts? You do. Do you have a savings account? Do you have a checking account? Do you make, and I want you to write this on this side, do you make deposits? You make deposits in your account? Do you make withdrawals? Do you make withdrawals? What happens when you withdraw more than you deposit?
Okay.
What does the bank do? They bounce your check? How much do they charge you if you write a check and it bounces? Does the bank charge you here? How much? 1,000 pesos? $100 US?
Yes. Very expensive.
Everyone said the United States is only 50. That's why we do it so much there. It's $25 in Salt Lake City. If you bounce a check in Salt Lake City, they charge us $25. But if I withdraw more than I deposit too many times, do you know what they'll do with my account? They'll close it. The account is closed. Now what about this? What if you enroll someone into free life? The minute you do that, you open up an emotional bank account. Not a bank account with money, but an emotional bank account. And you make deposits and you make withdrawals. If you want to be a great leader, you will learn to make more deposits than you do withdrawals in the account. For example, if you enroll someone and promise them that you will help them, you better help them. If you don't, they will consider that a withdrawal account. If you give your word to someone and say that you'll do something and you don't, it's a withdrawal. On the other hand, if you tell someone that you'll help them and you do, it's a deposit. The key to relationships, to all human relationships, is to make more deposits than you do withdrawals. That's the key. So how about your marriage? How about your marriage? Are you making more deposits than you do withdrawals? Let me ask the ladies a question. Just the ladies. Don't any of you men raise your hand, or we will think you are ladies. Ladies, tell me a deposit that your husband made in your emotional bank account today. Some kind of deposit, some kind of nice, sweet thing that he did. Folks, I want you to draw a big plus sign. This will be our model. This is the path right here. Okay? If you follow this, you will be an ambassador. Now, the ambassador in Free Life International earns $63,000 a year. That's not bad. You can live on that. You can live on $63,000 a year if you budget. And if you're careful. Or you can live on the hundreds of thousands of dollars a year if you budget and if you're careful. Upper left is quadrant 1. The upper right is quadrant 2. The lower left is quadrant 3. The lower right is quadrant 4. Who needs help with their quadrants? Does anybody need help? Are you all right? What? All right. 4 quadrants. In quadrant 1, I want you to write 2 words. 2 words. Enroll, enroll, and then I want you to write the word sower. S-O-W-E-R. Sower. I'll talk about that in a minute. In quadrant 2, I want you to write the word teach. Like a teacher. Teach. In quadrant 3, I want you to write the word motivate. Motivate. And in quadrant 4, I want you to write the word, and this is an unusual word. You can make it 2 words or 1 word. The word is cheerlead, like cheerleader. Cheer, lead. So we have enroll, sower, teach, motivate, cheerlead. Now, those are the 4 fundamental activities that build your business. Of all the quadrants, the most important one is quadrant number 1, because that's where your business begins. In quadrant 1. Quadrant number 1 is the quadrant of enrolling. That's where we bring people into the business. I also put the word sower up there. Now, what does the sower do? What does the sower do? Somebody tell me. He sows what? Seeds. He sows seeds. Whenever you talk to someone about Himalayan goji juice, you sow seeds. You're a sower. You are not responsible for whether they say yes or no. That's not your responsibility. Because some people will say yes, and some people will say no, and some people will say hell no. Won't they? And some people will join, and some people will not. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to tell them the story. Then they'll say yes or no. And if you do that, if you become a sower of seeds, you will become an ambassador. Let me tell you some things you need in quadrant 1 to succeed. Some of you want to enroll many more people than you're enrolling. We should hold a meeting here in Mexico City with 20,000 people in the auditorium. 1,000 people. But it starts with you. You're the pioneers. You have to sow the seeds. Let me tell you what's required to be a great enroller. Number 1, you have to be a serious drinker. How are you doing? She said, I'm an ambassador. I said, you are the most passionate people on earth. You have a passion for life. Whenever you share this message, share it with passion. You can't tell this story unless you tell it with passion. I took my wife on a date after I heard the story about libido.